Took nothing for granted, took nothing for no man's man. I'm all in dream. To the joke, man. You can say what people say. Outside. What, baby? It's okay. Well, it's okay. Don't spill on it anymore.
The desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch, called for and made. First down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. They'll start this drive with a pass. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for the league.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
And he waltzes in for the score.
5 on 6. You walk in. That's crazy. If the QB blast, jeez.
In this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the
We all know it. You bums need it. We all know it.
They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, but...
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
What, dude? Yeah. Get your own drink. It's right there. Southside, we can set this body on Friday. West side, we can set
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure.
Parents will look at the funny. Tell me that ain't insecure. The concept of school seems so secure. Sophomore 3 years ain't picked for words. He like, fuck it, I just say I heard.
In one single play, and you saw it right
Hey,
there.
it's because of crazy daddy, you know.
That explosive play.
I told you to get it yourself, boy. I'm busy.
Leaves it with the running back.
Racist hair so long that it looks like me. That looks like me.
They're not always the best pass rushers.
Can't believe.
They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out of the line. Separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Give to the back.
Oh, I respect it though. I respect that. Eric makes his own tackles.
Just a simple powerful
Bucks on this. Just to be like, you ain't up on this. I'm the white and red team.
Comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To throw, it's Melton. Throws to the wideout.
This is the diamond ring.
And he was loose and in
Lost
the
the day the greatest.
and on his way.
548.
Pick up on that one. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it.
Back shoulder. What? I told you to get your own drink. 3 times. Well, then you don't want the drink enough. Don't really need a thing to buy to cover up what's inside.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, you're not getting
Together a 5-play, 75-yard drive.
Good girl. You're a good girl. Thank you for trying to help. I went to shake up with 25 tabs, and now I do it again. This part, this is the thing. All the rip is like it's all terrific.
Call for the fair catch here.
Don't get specific. Before I did it. First to admit it.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Man, you got a fucking
defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass.
We're doing so.
Coverage.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the
I thought it went 5 verticals.
Down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep it on that number. They want to keep stacking.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell it going deep. And that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing play.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Fly.
And that comes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I didn't think he was the right guy to throw to, I didn't think he was really that open. He sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call.
If my manager assaults me again, I will be assaulting him after
And
I
the Sun
fuck the
Devils have it
manager
in
up.
scoring position on 1st and goal. A designed run for the
That is
quarterback.
just retarded, dude.
He'll step into the end zone.
Fucking bum.
Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Fucking with zigs and streaks and quarterback power. That's about all y'all motherfuckers got the imagination for.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7.
Right in my ear, right in my
Let's go to the
right.
studio now and check in with Kevin Connors.
Yeah,
What do you got?
Y'all will.
Inside the locker rooms of these teams who did
Y'all
battle
can't
today.
catch my hustle.
Missouri came through with a lunch pail
Back in my-
hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and another heads home thinking it's ruined.
wish
Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
This offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to throw, it's Melton. Buys a little extra time.
Half of sure, half of it's mine. Ball. That's it.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down.
And he's running in the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On second down, he's looking downfield. It's caught downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to move it through the air. Fires
Hey,
to the wide out.
come on now. Come on now.
Ball is intercepted.
Come on now.
And they'll drag it
Come on
down
now.
after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. This was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense
And that motherfucker just ran him over.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know
they're gotta show me the grade because they was trying to break it down.
They go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense. It makes you really be honest.
They don't get restless.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got some room headed to the goal line.
Pieces of shit like get off of that. Damn, you need pieces of shit.
I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front.
I know I act the fool, but I got tracks.
That's usually the guy we want to go tackle.
Guys show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Don't fail me more. Suits right my wrongs.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback will audible. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot.
Oh, what a read! Oh my God! Eric just threw 5 streaks on the field.
The defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
This time he's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45.
Well, Jalen, Jesus walks with that. Hell yeah, Jesus walks with that. Hear me, wanna see me more clearly. Yeah, baby. Your spoon? The way Kathy they need it, read just that's the way I need Jesus.
He's gonna pass. Quarterback adapting. He throws back to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Need to wait for my
And
sins.
he'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
Fail me now.
Heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think a big part of the formula
Oh,
to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wide receiver coming across in motion. So jet sweep pass.
Well, in that game, Boston's probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get him.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff. And obviously, that's a quick.
Man, the quarterback got a fumble if he eats his sticks like that. Oh, I'm fucking saying.
And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal.
If he's eating his sticks like that, he needs to fumble.
Down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Final call here by the defense. It's the first.
I said, if the quarterback taking his sticks like that, he need to fumble. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Hello?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in.
Fucking phone call. Worst time. Unfucking
Are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions. With football now in college, it's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And we're all square as he sets to kick it away.
What?
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
Oh, I almost got busy on that one. My own dude wasn't in my way there. Might have been cooked.
Productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Nothing but green ahead.
One thing I found, you know you never let me down. Get up, I get, 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 get up, I get.
He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown.
Fair catch, called for and made. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the
Hey, let's go.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
We out.
Got room on the return.
Stiff arm. Let's go.
Down Nebraska. And this defense coming out with points of their own. One interception in return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to enter a score.
And I think being down 14, kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They want to run this quarterback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man.
Caught that? No.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing.
The motherfucking hand get him.
Is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Catch in the middle, it's Banks. Brings him down
Get him
for
high.
40.
What are you doing, girl?
15 and a first down.
If
They're going to keep covering him like that. They're just going to
Like
keep
alcohol.
going to him.
And it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers. But when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
You coming to hit? You coming to lay the motherfucking wood, boy?
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got 4 receivers spread across the field. 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. They want to just keep throwing it.
Hey, let's go, man. I got too much fucking D for this dude.
Vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Got some room to run.
Just one fucking adjustment. One fucking adjustment. Hard flat. Let's go. Let's go. Goes to me at 11:36.
It's always finished, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball defense. On point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
I mean, as you learn.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up.
We'll give that up. You're a quarterback power.
Probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays.
Hey.
No more
Oh, he threw another one. He threw another yank. This man just blindly throws zigs because they work. He don't give a fuck. Look at this shit.
Up in the air, falls to the ground.
Sorry, baby.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Sanders.
Give me that! Where you at, Eric? Give me that shit. Give me that shit. That's mine.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football.
I'm sorry if I scared you, baby girl.
And you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite.
I respect that, though. He's trying to make his own tackles. He could just click off and easily make that tackle.
Downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pass.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. And the Huskers get it past the sticks.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game,
hold your block.
You are going to feed that animal the rock.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
An NBA player, man, this he was hard.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make a
Nobody.
fair catch.
One and 2 and 3 and 4 and keep them sales right. Tuck your tummy tight and do your clutches like this. Skin fast, stop, breathe.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry. Fires one high and deep.
Me!
And
Me!
the ball is picked off. Didn't really have room
I
to
can't.
operate on the return, but he
I
hands him the
can't.
ball at
It's
the
been a week without me.
Well, the defense is feeling it
Without
now,
me,
right?
she wanna talk it out, but
You guys have been all over the field.
talking about freaking out, baby, can work it.
From the gun, the ground game.
Out, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out.
Look out, there he goes.
Silhouette, make me wanna light a cigarette. My name Kanye from the Jigga said, twist the say, get it wet. Ooh, your breath is harsh. Cover your mouth up like you got SARS.
You've got to be able to make
Talking
something
bars,
happen. One thing to get into the second
16
half,
bars.
until you make that last defender miss, and you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear,
The glass is all your phone
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Coastal Carolina
5,
is
6,
down,
7, 8, all the people lies. You gotta keep alive.
enjoyable places to watch a game.
Police up and grading,
They're
hustlers.
trailing by two.
All the ballers. It's been a week without me.
Circle back if anything big happens, you should know about it.
Talk it
Update
out,
on
but
that one, Kevin. Let us know
talk
when
it
it
out.
goes final. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really cool that you can go to.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check out.
Give me that.
And his 5th interception of the game.
And I gotta work at the mile again.
Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got the 1st down at the 42.
And when it's so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense
Unleashes one deep.
No dessert, get that. No, that was a green throw.
Couldn't make the connection.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. But on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Touch pass on the line. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. And it
No
was a
dessert,
conversion
get
with
that
the ball
man.
caught.
You deserve.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he gets hit just as he released it. It falls to the turf.
And
Yes, guy, good work.
find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the
Good
middle.
work.
He makes the catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll immediately call timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good.
Fucking beat down right there. And my ball hat? That's crazy.
Here, time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
How she feel?
The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Then I want you to strip.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a
Like that.
but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive to get more guys to stopping that bad man.
Wants to throw. It's Melton.
Good big.
Fires into traffic.
Good lurk. Way to get lurky. Ain't a freak, so put my man.
QBs have to understand. When I'm
Flat is
throwing,
nice.
I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, throw that ball or send that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me. You can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a big throw.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Feeling some heat.
This dude is so boxed.
Find his man as
He don't even know what to do.
Trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Give me that.
And he throws another interception.
Give me that.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. If it's over or move it behind. Some players can't do that real well. It leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here. And
That's
also
got to be it. We got another pick?
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Sanders.
Good play. Oh, man.
45 on his way.
Get there, 8. Get there, 8. Get there, 8.
In the heat.
No easy touchdowns. Even up 100 points.
Chunk play, and they got it. The explosive. It's up more than 30.
That's why you want to get this guy the ball in space, because he is hard to bring down. This defense is finding that out the hard way.
And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Got his
Hey, listen.
and he will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.
But now I'm rapping about muddy holes and hills again.
These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Breathe out. Stuck.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kicks.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see.
Oh, look out.
You don't catch him. You don't catch him.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast, like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Had those stats, young fella.
No return coming. He'll go off with a fair catch.
Fight. What, baby? Not right now. Let it go on my phone in a little bit.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown.
Oh, they gave me illegal.
And they back it up.
Illegal
And
touch.
it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabs it in the middle. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to...
Give me that.
Fires the pass. Intercepted.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that...
You want us to concede there? Damn. Feel bad whooping your ass like this.
And the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. Right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, you go all the way down the field. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Will they keep it on the ground again? You're on third down. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the offense will stay on the field. I think they're just going to try to make the defense jump. Running for it on fourth down.
Oh, I got that first.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking
What the
box,
fuck?
getting the big.
They said I didn't get that, bro.
He spun that wheel
Game is wild as
by
fuck.
challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll go with a direct snap.
Yeah.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Ooh, heck, you out there.
Kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Makes the grab on the left. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it.
No Sharpies. Girl, you're 4 years old. You don't get Sharpies. Use your markers. They're over there.
First down.
Oh, we're throwing a fit. Masters.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Baby.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They believe they can run right here. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Oh, can this game be over?
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Back to throw, it's Melton. Still on his feet. Got his man all by himself. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the ground with the back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Fires toward the end zone.
Oh, they really didn't give me that?
Massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. 4th quarter, a huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Melton. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great.
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been
No,
that
not
kind
right
of
now.
story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. We hit the
Who's the
2-minute warning
breakfast
in
and
this
took the
offense.
dessert? I ordered pancakes. I just sipped the scissor. That right there could
They'll
drive
put
a
it
sane
away
man
to the
scissor.
41 on first down.
Give it
Dropping back, it's Sanders.
Boy,
Unloads to the wideout. Holds it in.
look like
Well,
English.
give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's got the
Small
tight
guy.
end. That completion will take him inside the end of the 9-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more
It's
explosive
me in the
plays.
making, man.
It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more.
Not right
points.
now.
They got beat up today. But moving on in the
Get it
future,
yourself.
they got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Why does that keep glitching me out?
Quickly complete. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part of this. A late touchdown.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit behind notes, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things.
What, baby?
It seemed like everything he was dialing to.
What are they? Those are Sharpies, no.
No doubt.
Oh my God. Just draw on the paper.
Together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
To the air, it's Melton. Finds his tight end. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets to the 36. Here on third down for this offense.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Using the quick game. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds.
Hello.
Big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on 1st down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting game, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You've got to make sure you end up with the football.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw.